Good afternoon, fellow graduates, Dean Gregory Anderson, faculty, and family. Fellow graduates, if your advisor was anything like mine, they warned you that senior year was going to be very rigorous. You, like me, probably thought that meant it was going to be a lot of work, not like navigating the culmination of your entire college experience during a global pandemic hard. But here we are, and we made it. Truthfully, my degree is over 20 years in the making, so this really does feel like a fitting conclusion to me. I first attended college back in 1997, yes, well before most of my fellow graduates were born. And in that time, I changed my major 3 times. Not wanting to put my single mother and I any further into debt, I came home, got a job, and didn't enter another classroom for a few years. I eventually would earn an associate's degree from CCP and attend Temple for 1 semester before having to drop out again. I got engaged and pregnant, and I won't say in which order, and while this new path would see me living a good life with an amazing husband and 4 wonderful children, 2 things constantly nagged me. What do I want to do with my life? And am I going to be the first in my family to graduate from college, or am I going to wait for my children to do it for me? Fast forward to the contentious 2016 election that divided the entire country. I prayed over how I could make the biggest difference, which inevitably led me to think about the people who influenced me during the hardest times in my life. I was raised by 2 heroin addicts, so to say that my childhood was tumultuous would be an understatement. Through it all, my teachers always encouraged and believed in me and gave me a reason to smile when I couldn't find one on my own. I realized I wanted to be this person for kids today, equipped with the knowledge of just how hard this struggle can be, and how the person who stands in front of the classroom can be a lifeline when you aren't even sure what it is you need saving from. So I concluded at 36 years old, I finally knew what I wanted to do with my life. Now the tricky part. With all of life's obligations, including a husband who travels for work and my youngest still being a toddler, could I really take 3 years out of my life to change my course? Was that fair to my family? After agonizing about it for months, I didn't know how I couldn't. I wanted my children to understand that no obstacle should ever prevent someone from reaching their fullest potential, and that not everyone knows what they want to do with the rest of their lives. For some, like me, it takes time and experience to show us our way. So now my happy ending, right? Not a chance. It's my first class in 14 years, and after my no-nonsense math professor finds out I haven't taken a math class in 20 years, she swiftly tells me to drop the class, take an algebra course, and try again. I told her that wasn't an option and asked her what I needed to do. She told me I needed to work harder than I ever had before, and that's what I did. I finished the class with a 98%, and the ultimate compliment someone born and raised in Philly could ever receive. She told me I had true grit. The experience taught me so much about my capabilities, but more importantly, it taught me about the kind of teacher I wanted to be. She led by example. She worked hard for us, so we worked hard for her. She gave us endless opportunities to learn and grow while always challenging us. All these years later, teachers were still lighting my path. Fellow graduates, I tell you all this because I want you to know your ability to impact the world is limitless. After all, if I didn't think teachers could change the world, I wouldn't have turned my life upside down to become one. To some of you, 41 probably sounds ancient, and to others, it still seems very young. For me, it depends on the day. But as I stand here on my youngest daughter's 10th birthday, happy birthday, Charlotte, exactly 20 years after I should have graduated from college, I feel a surge of excitement knowing that I have years to wake up and help change the world by teaching students the academic skills they need to succeed, while helping them develop the compassion and confidence they need to thrive. For me, doubts about my age almost talked me out of this future, but I'm sure all of you have things that have led you to doubt yourself or others to doubt you. Don't let it hold you back from giving what you have to the world through your life and through your work. And now I can stand here and so very proudly say that when my children graduate from college, they will be second-generation college graduates. How will you make yourself proud? Congratulations to the class of 2021.